Welcome to today's edition of the Exploring Mining podcast, featuring stock news from TSX, TSXV, CSE, ASX, NASDAQ, and New York Stock Exchange mining companies, plus interviews with CEOs and leading experts. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 330 of the Exploring Mining podcast. For news today, we've got the latest from Defense Metals, Rio Tinto Group, Wheaton Precious Metals, and Hecla Mining. But just before we get into the show today, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on investor ideas as well. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Right, so Defense Metals Corp., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker DEFN, as well as the OTCQB under the ticker DFMTF, has announced that construction of the hydrometallurgical pilot plant has started and commissioning is scheduled to start in the second half of March. Craig Taylor, the company's CEO, explains, quote, "We are excited to enter this important milestone of building and running the hydrometallurgical pilot plant, which is scheduled to be commissioned in late March. Pilot operations will be done in 2 segments and should be completed by the end of April. A successful pilot plant program will be essential for the completion of the engineering design and economics of the planned pre-feasibility study." End quote. Stock for Defense Metals Corp. Trading on the TSXV is up 5.71%, and on the OTCQB is up 5.64% at the time of recording. Moving along, Rio Tinto Group, which trades on the NYSE under the ticker RIO, has partnered with BMW Group in an effort to develop more responsible, sustainable, traceable, and secure supply chains. This will see Rio Tinto provide responsibly sourced aluminum to the BMW Group's vehicle production plant in Spartanburg, South Carolina. This will be for use in body components from 2024. Alf Barrios, Rio Tinto's chief commercial officer, said, quote, "Rio Tinto's world-leading position in responsible aluminum production means we can offer innovative solutions to our customers on their decarbonization journey toward net zero. As global demand for responsibly sourced materials continues to grow, automakers are increasingly looking to partner with suppliers who share their commitment to traceability and sustainability. Rio Tinto is proud to play a role in helping to drive a greener future in the premium car industry through this partnership with the BMW Group, and we look forward to deepening our ties with the automotive industry in the years ahead." End quote. Stock for Rio Tinto is down 2.47% at the time of recording. Next up, Wheaton Precious Metals Corp., which trades on the NYSE under the ticker WPM, has reported its production and sales results for 2022. Some highlights include the production of 286,985 ounces of gold, 23.9 million ounces of silver, and sales of 293,234 ounces of gold and 21.5 million ounces of silver. Randy Smallwood, the company's president and CEO, said, quote, "Wheaton delivered solid production results at the low end of guidance despite facing a number of headwinds in 2022. In addition, we took steps to optimize our portfolio as part of our responsibility to manage our existing assets and to ensure we are well positioned for a period of prolonged growth." End quote. Stock for Wheaton is down 2.35% at the time of recording. Lastly for today, Hecla Mining Company, which trades on the NYSE as HL, has entered into a multi-year agreement with Mine Vision Systems, or MVS, which will see the introduction of the latter's face capture mapping system into 2 of Hecla's mines in North America. Matt Blattman, Hecla's corporate director of technical services, said, quote, Our production, productivity, and safety objectives are directly affected by multiple decisions we make at the mine face every day. Face capture will allow us to process high-quality 3D mine face data in real time, permitting our team to make critical production decisions and with reduced exposure at the mine face. End quote. Stock for Hecla Mining is up 1.58% at the time of recording. And just a reminder that news on Defense Metals Corp is a paid-for service on InvestorIdeas.com. Well, that does it for today's Exploring Mining podcast. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. InvestorIdeas.com reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, and most audio platforms available.